We'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation.
I'll allow you to move.
In case it's perimenopause out here. Houses push for State Police Council, autonomy and others. Oil and Greek industries drive GDP's 4.23% growth. El-Rufai's life president claim absurd, says presidency. Court fixes Monday to hear case on withheld Osun Council funds. Fubara have made peace with Wike. We have a very large appreciation and goodwill message here. Let me not take it. All right, what do we have in The Nation?
Okay, so I didn't take it that Governor Fubara later resumed, but he resumed and he decided to go and inform the president that he has resumed. According to him, he says, "You are aware that the suspension was lifted midnight on the 17th of September, and I resumed on the 19th. Ideally, I should, it is proper for me to come and see Mr. President and tell him that I'm back. And I've also resumed my responsibility as the governor of Rivers State." So he says it's not much, there was not much that they discussed. He said it's father to son discussion, telling him thank you and the areas where, if at all, there should be any issue, for him to guide me properly so we don't be in any situation that will bring crisis again. That's all that the meeting was about. So basically just informing us. I saw the video of him walking into the Aso Villa yesterday, and it looked like,
So,
confidence.
Yeah.
I took the story of the presidency dismissing El-Rufai's life president claim. El-Rufai is claiming that the president is on a life
ambition.
He wants to be president for life. So the presidency that always answers anything you talk, if fly, jump, you could talk, if anything, presidency must answer. So presidents don't answer
okay?
again.
Give us.
And he said that, he said this in his post. This was Bayo Ononuga. He said he described Tinubu as an avowed Democrat with no intention of exceeding the constitutional two-term limit. He's a Democrat who does not intend to stay in office beyond 28th of May 2031. He said Ononuga he said El-Rufai's claim is alarming and unfounded, and it's of political hallucination.
I kind of agree with Bayo Ononuga. If the president had
I finish my story?
Let's have land her story.
Yeah.
He said that he has implored the Kaduna State Governor, Ubasani, who was his successor, to please go and rescue the governor, the former governor.
Okay.
He said, El-Rufai, he says, Governor Ubasani may wish to reach out to his predecessor, as El-Rufai could benefit from some professional counseling to steer him away from his recent hallucinations and political fabrications of Tinubu and 2027.
Jesus.
So I think reading it all is the dangerous damage. But I think that El-Rufai's words cannot be proven. If the president had this political career ambition like most politicians, he would have run for Senate when he left governorship. He stayed off the territory
but you don't know now. He could have been working out a bigger plan. He did his 8 years
and he stepped aside. His only ambition was to become president, which he worked towards.
It's okay.
Yeah, so me, I'm taking a different story. It's the oil and gas sector, the growth within the oil and gas sector. Let me just say. At first, I didn't want to take it because I was like, oil and agric industry are driving our GDP. There's been a 4.23% growth. You know, like when the growth is less than 5%, it will feel like it's not a big deal. But economists will say even a 2% growth is worth acknowledging. The national GDP, the gross domestic product, has grown by 4.23% in real terms in the second quarter of 2025. They said that there's broad improvement in key sectors of the economy that has pushed the nation's productivity above average projections. So it's good. The National Bureau of Statistics, NBS, yesterday released the Q2 25 GDP report and said that the expansion and the growth in the economy was further expanded in the second quarter by these industries, the oil and the agri sector. I hope that when we take this statistics from NBS and the government is putting it into planning how money is being spent, because industries that are bringing you money should be industries that are collecting money as well. Agric budget should be improving by the next budget cycle, I feel.
Moving on now to the Punch. States intensify actions as 232 die, 121,000 displaced. FX reserves hit 42 billion US dollars, highest in 6 years. Fubara consults Tinubu on Rivers peace sustenance. MBS announces 4.23% economic growth. Labour differs. Dolphins dedicate Zenith Bank title win to late Abodering. Let's take a story and do a short break. Who's ready?
Sharp. So the entire program is in motion now to crown the next Olubadan of Ibadan. Oba Rashid Ladoja will be crowned the next Olubadan. He will receive his staff of office and the instrument of office on Friday, the 26th of September at the Mapo, or where they will have the elaborate celebration. This is according to the Balogun Ibadan designate Oba Tajuddin Ajibola, who gave insights on how this will be done on Monday. He also mentioned that there will be an interdenominational prayer at the Olubadan Palace in Okearemo in Ibadan North local government area of the state. And of course, the story captures how the party will be, those will be attending. The president is also one of the expected guests at the ceremony. So we're looking forward.
Okay, I think I have time for one story. Let me quickly do the major headline. So several states, including Kaduna, Nasarawa, Bauchi, and Jigawa, have intensified campaigns to avert flood crisis, according to Punch reports. And according to the figures obtained by the Punch from the National Emergency Management Agency on Monday, they said no fewer than 232 persons have lost their lives, while 121,224 others have been displaced following floods that swept through parts of the country.
Wow.
As at September 20. They said the 2025 flood dashboard shows that at least 339,658 people also recorded some form of losses, with 681 sustaining various degrees of injuries. They said deaths were recorded in 7 states, with Niger State accounting for 163 fatalities, Adamawa 59, Taraba 5, Yobe 2, Borno, Gombe, Jigawa 1 each, bringing the nationwide death toll to 232. They said the floods also resulted in 115 cases of missing persons across the country. The disaster also left 42,301 houses damaged and destroyed about 48,447 hectares of cultivated farmlands. There's a lot of data here. I think people should look at it, and states are not doing enough, to protect their citizens from the flood should begin to do more. This is 2025. We should have
I told you that
results.
Our symposium this year is Water No Get Enemy.
Wow.
And we have the commissioner, Tokumo Wahab,
coming
as the
to
keynote speaker.
address.
So I'm hoping we can actually address
some of
the
these
situation
issues
and advise
on what to do going forward. We'll be taking a breather here. When we come back, the paper reviews continue. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.
Welcome back. We're still reviewing the papers.
Yes, I have a story. The Association of Motor Dealers of Nigeria in the Southwest region have carried placards chanting solidarity songs, complaining about the extortion they suffer from the Nigerian Customs Service. They said that even cars that they have legally imported, paid duties on in Lagos, gets re-evaluated on the road. They are harassed and extorted. Some of them also complained about the fact that there are illegal seizures of their cars. They said that they are harassed by Nigerian Customs Service officers, and constant extortion takes place. When documentation are presented, they are still asked that there's something false about it. So, speaking on the development, the National Vice President of the Association, Alhaji Ibrahim Adeni, said the protest was long overdue. The protest took place in Ondo. They covered the area of Ondo and Akure Command. They protested concerning the issues happening there. That the protest was long overdue, as custom officers gave them a lot of problems on the road. They said they intercept them on the highway, and they are asking arbitrary settlements from them. And personally, I've already suffered it. You would be driving a car that is old, you show them documents, they say, no, we want to see the custom, the payment of the documents. I think that while I know that there are Nigerians who bring in vehicles into this country and don't pay their custom what's the word? Charges, duties. They don't pay their custom duties. We should not harm legitimate businesses that are going about their own duties, and we should not extort money from those that have already paid the duties that was due to them.
So it's always better that you know what you're paying, what your dues are. When you pay them, the documents are usually attached. So if there are ways that some people go to try to get rebates, if you pay your duties, you have the document. Nobody can.
No, he's saying they have documents and they'll still extort that they seize their vehicle. That's what they are saying.
Not even guarantee anything or stop anything. Do we have another story?
Yeah, I took a story inside. I found it was an interesting but sad story. It was about this. It's about this University of Lagos student. He was from the Department of Education. He's 400 level student too. They went to celebrate
graduation.
His name is Balogun. He was handing over to another set. He was the president of elect. He went with the president-elect of the Nigerian Universities Education Students Association. So they went to the beach, and they went to Idado Beach, the Idado community, with other executive members to hand over to celebrate. Then he decided to stay back and play. He was taking pictures and videos. So one of them now says, look, he doesn't like these waves. These waves are
very high.
That he doesn't like his staying. So he said he would stay. He said he had just gone. When one of the villagers said, "See your friend." And when he looked in, the guy was
the wave carried him.
Oh. They couldn't get him. The undercurrent took him away, and
sad story.
His body washed up on shore 2 days later.
Oh.
Very, very sad story. Very,
sad
very
story.
sad.
It's a sad story.
You know, those waves they're dangerous. You know.
At this time, we just
because we are reclaiming so much land here. The waves are stronger. When you battle when you fight this,
it's difficult to battle.
No, you can't fight.
You can't fight the sea. So, because we are reclaiming so much land, the undercurrents are heavy, stronger.
I didn't even know that. I didn't think of that.
Daily Sun. Corruption. U.S. slams visa ban on Nigerian politicians. Constitution review opportunity to deepen federalism, strengthen institutions, according to the president. Nigeria loses $18 billion annually to financial crimes. Abbas. 2.4 trillion reps demand details of payments to contractors from AGF. Akpoti Uduahan's trial over alleged cybercrime against Akpabio stalled. Court fixes November 29 for hearing on Osun's withheld local government funds. And President and I working closely together. This is according to Fubara. What do we have in the Sun?
The Speaker of the House is speaking. So Honorable Tajuddin Abbas was speaking concerning he was speaking at the African Network of Parliamentary Budget Office Conference, which took place in Abuja yesterday. And he said that the money Nigeria loses is about 3.8% of our gross domestic product, which is our GDP. $18 billion is lost to corruption, is lost to financial crime. And he said that corruption alone is estimated to drain about $148 billion from Africa annually, and other illicit financial flows such as trade malpractices, smuggling, siphoning away additional tens of billions, that these monies could be used to build roads within Lagos, equip hospital in Nairobi, improve schools in Accra, Ghana, and instead it vanishes. It did not vanish, it entered people's pockets. Nigeria represents a cautionary example of both the challenge and urgency of oversight. I said public procurement processes is weak, and there's a significant part of government spending going into those areas. He's saying what we already sort of know, maybe putting number to it, but I like us spending more time tightening the gaps that we know is causing
That
the
allows all of
loopholes
this
are there.
to happen.
Tighten it through regulation, tighten it through
The
supervision.
Bureau of Public Procurement responded to this U.S. report that indicted the Auditor General's office.
Okay, what
They
did it say?
said that it is false and lacking in merit.
Oh, so we don't lose this
They said so. Even the 2025 fiscal transparency report of the U.S. that indicted them did not follow due process. That Nigeria had made progress in making budget documents and debt obligations publicly available, and the country's failure to disclose information on public documents, according to the U.S., that raised concerns was not properly done. They said, of course, this investigation was done in several countries, and all the countries were outlined here in the Vanguard. But they are rejecting that report for lack of transparency.
Okay, our final paper for today, Vanguard. You have a story?
No, go on. I can take it.
Okay, when I'm done. Yeah, so procurement, federal government rejects U.S. report alleging lack of transparency. Tokwe and Nima has taken that. Why we can't return to regionalism. Tanko Yakasai. FAC, NUPRC records 459.6 billion revenue shortfall despite 3% rise in monthly remittance. YK, you can take your story.
No, I took the story in the Sun, so.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you have a story?
You can take your son.
Take your story now.
I'm taking my son's story now. I only took the side of the Vanguard since Tokwe took it to respond.
So who's ready to go?
Let me take the 2.4 trillion naira payment approval. So the House of Reps, the Speaker of the House of Reps, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, had set up an ad hoc committee on budget and implementation to interface with local contractors. They have their group under the aegis of local contractors in Nigeria, in the country. I'm trying to find the full name. But they had gone to the House to protest that they have outstanding payment for contracts already done for the federal government that they have not received payment for. And so there was an approval of a 2.4 trillion to be paid, which is amounting to about 25% of this money. And yet this body came back to protest that the money had not been paid. So the Association of Indigenous Contractors have been before the House. And so now the Deputy Speaker of the House, Benjamin Kalu, is inviting the AG, that's the Accountant General, and the bodies to to probe further to see why they've not been paid and what is involved in the non-payment. Because according to them, 2 weeks ago, this money has been disbursed.
Thank you so much, ladies. That's all we can take on the newspaper reviews. Next, we have special feature from Roland Properties. Stay with us.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.